Hi, I'm Turk Strongman at the Ranki Ramacharaka. Thank you for selecting this video on, well, it's somewhat of a sequel to my most recent upload, How to Approach the Home of the Soul, the thumbnail of which says Home of the Soul. But although this is a follow-up to that, insofar as it's something that I did want to say in that video, instead, this one is about, I'll just call it coming to earth, something like that. But before I continue, let's address the possibility that you haven't subscribed to this channel yet. Now that bothers me. If you didn't do it yet, it's in your own best interest, not mine, to go ahead and do that and to activate the notification bell feature while you're at it. And if by the end of this video it turns out that you liked it, then let me know that by giving it a thumb up and share the joy of the channel with others. Now, with those humbling requests having been humbly stated, let's move on. Coming to earth. In that video, I talked about the home of the soul. I gave some personal experience with the thing, and I pointed out its relevance to you. The part I wanted to add, which somewhat translates over now into coming to earth, that it doesn't matter who you are, where you are from in the cosmos originally, or intermediately, or immediately prior to your incarnate life here on this planet and in this physical plane. It doesn't matter what your status was. You could have been an ascended master, as some call. You could have been, it doesn't matter what is your level of attainment spiritually. It doesn't matter where you are from or where you're at. When you are born, when you are incarnated on this planet, you are subject to the laws that apply to it. You are subject to the karma of the planet. You are subject to its spiritual and astral and physical atmosphere. Therefore, all the layers that constitute your manifested being are affected and involved with those of the planet. You are subject to the laws of the land, right? Analogously, if you travel to a foreign country, you are subject to its laws. If you break one of their laws, you are subject to the consequences of that. That country's, that nation's consequences. You are subject to the justice system in that country. Back to the main story here. When you come to this planet, when you incarnate here, it doesn't matter who or what you are or where you just were before. You are subject to the karmic trends here and the laws here, the laws of the land. The same laws apply to you as they do everybody else. You are subject to the conditions here. You are subject to the temptations here. You are subject to the consequences of going astray from your spiritual status, just like everybody else, no matter what their starting point is. You are subject to the evils of the world. You can fall prey to them. And cause and effect will work the same for you. Unless you have techniques and methods that make things go a little less harshly. And there are those. And there are those who are adept in that. There are also those who have greater self-control than others do in these matters. I smoke cigarettes. If I am actually some ascended master in this incarnate form, well, then I'm not behaving the way I could. But then I have been subject to the environment. I have been subject to my genetic heritage. I inherited my parents' genetic structures. I grew up in a certain environment. I grew up with certain influences that have all come into play. I have not been immune to those. They do constitute aspects of my incarnation. I smoke cigarettes, like I said. In some regards, I'm not acting like an ascended master. Even if I am one or was one when I came here, whether it was by choice or otherwise, and for whatever reason, I became subject to the conditions here. I became subject to the condition, the human condition here. I stepped into that. And so did you. This is a reminder, if you have thought of this before, or if this rings like as something you already knew. This is a reminder. If it never occurred to you before, then this is new information for you. Now, thank you again for selecting this video on, I guess, coming to Earth. Getting down to Earth. Did you like the video? Did it have some kind of an effect on you? Then give it a thumb up. Make a positive and constructive and friendly comment if you feel like it. And subscribe to the channel if you're still lollygagging, skylarking, and whatever else, you know, putting it off. Activate the notification bell feature. Share the joy of the channel with others. This is the Ron Q. Ramacharaka, and I am Turk Strongman. Now go be well.